Devdas in my clinic, Really, it's that famous saying, right, in Devdas, Babuji ne kaha gaon chhod de, Padu ne kaha sharab chhod do, माँ ने कहा हवेली छोड़ दी, और एक दिन आएगा कि ऊपर वाला कहेगा कि ये या वो जब दुनिया छोड़ने का वक्त आता है ना, तो I get all the suicidal dispositions. They call disappointment in love. It's called the Dill syndrome. Right, so all your disagreements start here, and finally the relationship breaks. We want constant relationships. We want healthy, good, long-lasting relationships. Yes? How many of you want constant and good, long-lasting relationships? Say yes. I. Beautiful. So we want healthy relationships. What to do there? How do you work out on the basis of this graph? I would say nature's law. Nature's law suggests what comes fast goes fast. So, you work fast on the intimacy phase, you're bound to have disagreements and broken wings faster. Okay? You need to work on this phase of plateauing, the constancy phase. You need to make few promises. You don't promise big things. Make few promises, count them on your fingertips. But maintain it till death do us apart. For a good, healthy relationship, you need to work on the phase of constancy. And again, there's a song you will sing. Because you are not able to live up to the promises, and then people say you have changed. So make few, but be constant with it. It's difficult, we are living in an era where change is so quick. It comes so rapid. We are living in an era of Snapdeal.com. We are living in an era where you don't like old furniture, you don't like old gadgets, so OLX pay. And there's going to be soon a column for relationships also. You're not happy with your girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, children, OLX pay. It's so unfortunate, right? And 20 years ago, 2 decades ago, we were living in an era where we would cherish our first bicycle, our first car. We would remember the day of the first kiss, the first hugs. Some of us over here have had first kisses 20 years ago, right? I hope it's from your mom. So, you need to realize that the time has changed, but we want our relationship to be constant, to be steady. Alright? Hugs and kisses I talked about. Hugs and kisses come. WhatsApp. How many hugs and kisses you get in a day? Every message. It's followed by HNK. It loses its meaning. It loses its value. It loses its potency. We get conditioned. And how? We conditioned. There is this, Jor se bolo, Jai Mata. So somebody says, I love you, you have to send one saying, I love you too. Happens? Right? So we are getting into these conditioned responses, and that's why we go fast into building a relationship and we come down crashing, breaking them off and moving on in life. And I hope you understand, in order to be having more consistent, more stronger relationships, you need to work on your phase of plateau. There are 3 ways of communication. Well, let me start with the first one, which says bottled up. That's not actually communication, but what actually happens here is that you keep piling it on. You just keep taking it, you don't express, you don't speak anything, and then one day, it comes out. Screaming, shouting, loud, noise, chaos, cacophony. Yeah, pop. The bottle pops like a soda water and it's all out. And even you, it's like unpredictable behavior because you're not even aware that so many rabid dogs were lying in your mind waiting to pounce on the other person. Right? Happens. Is that a good way of communication? So, there's one way which is bottled up. The second way to communicate is the middle path or the Buddha way. I call it the Buddha way. You've been given pencils? Break them. What happened to your pencil? They snapped. Now I want you to keep it in your purse like souvenir because it's going to be a reminder of the fact that if you are going to be fixated, if you're going to be stubborn, if you're going to be rigid with your most precious relationships, you're going to... It's easy to break, it's easy to snap if you're going to be fixed or fixated. If you're going to have a lot of resistance, so break your resistance or you will break. And this is a very common example I give to my patients in my clinic. I give them my stethoscope and I say, now isko todo. How can you break a stethoscope? You don't even attempt to break something that's free-flowing and flexible. Nobody wants to even try it. So if you're going to have this quality of being flexible, of flowing with life, of accepting things positively happening, you're not going to break. They say if rape is unavoidable, they don't quote me here. If rape is unavoidable, lay back and enjoy it. Okay. I am very vocal. I am very strong with explanation of things. Right? So what I want you to understand here is you need to flow with life. You see a stream of water? It flows. But the moment it gets stagnated, what happens? It becomes dirty. And then what happens? Mosquitoes start breeding on it. And then what happens? It starts smelling. So that's what happens when you don't flow. That's what happens when you are bottled up. You keep your emotions, you keep your feelings all bottled up. You become like that turtle puddle of water. But if you flow, it's like a stream. It cuts through mountains. It goes around trees. You start moving across all the obstacles in life gracefully. So the best thing to do is flow. Now I come up with a third way of communication, which is something that I have coined the term. So a divine expression has to be polite, it has to be patient, and it has to be precise. Because some of us have a habit, खींचते हैं वही चीज को बोलते बोलते एक बार बोला दोपहर को बोला शाम को बोला दूसरे दिन वही चीज. So it's not precise. You speak it, you share it, you finish it off right then and right there itself. So how many of you believe in divine expression? Say I want you to take this back with you because this is going to be more peaceful in your relationship when you communicate.